Hello, everybody. KSA Kris, Real Estate Blitz. Want to do a quick video to let you guys know what I'm seeing right now. It's January and 2024 now is the time. I can't express this enough. If you aren't working, you're going to miss the boat. I've seen it happen over and over and over. I've experienced it where the boat's at the port. I see the boat. I think I have time. And then the boat starts to move and I take off running. I'm trying to catch up to the boat. So here's what I saw. I typically don't even work that much in December, but I work Christmas Eve, I work New Year's Eve, I work New Year's, and it's just because, look, things are shifting. We're in a shift. If you don't know that we're in a shift, you need to talk to somebody because right now things are at this really unique stage in the market where interest rates are coming down. The buyers that felt like they missed the boat the first time when interest rates were down, they're sitting there going, I'm not going to mess it up. Almost everybody that I've spoken to, and I'm going to get into a video on this too. So I did get my mortgage loan originator license, right? So I have that license as well. So I'm doing loans um, in a bunch of states, which is cool, but mostly here in California. But this is what's cool. By me doing the loans and then also having the sphere of influence with a lot of agents that I'm working with and they're sending me loans, I get to see what's happening. I get a little more information and insight into what's going on and the shift that's taking place. So every person that I've spoken to that's looking to get approved for a loan, they're at this point where they're like, look, loan interest rates are going down. I think they're going to keep going down. I'm going to lock in now, buy what I want now when the prices are where they're at. Now, I want to I want to put a disclaimer out there. If you're not in California, I'm not in your market. It's possible that in your market, well, I live in Anchorage, Alaska. Hey, I don't know what's happening in Anchorage, Alaska. I've never even been. I've seen pictures. It looks cold. I don't do cold. But I can tell you right now in California, typically December, January, really, I always tell people, and just because I've experienced it, after Thanksgiving, once Thanksgiving kicks off, the California market is slow. It's slow, if not dead. That's the normal year to year, which is fine. It's just that's when I usually take my time off. I take my time off. I start working again probably around January 15th, and then it picks up for spring. Not this year. I never slowed down because as interest rates start going down, this is what's going to happen. The buyers are going to start trying to come into the market, which is what's happening. They're coming into the market. The homes that are out there, they're going to start getting eaten up. And then sellers are going to start seeing this. They're going to go, oh, I can sell my house. They're going to start waking up as well, and prices are going to start going up. So we always talk about, I've had somebody that's not in the business recently try to coach me on how it really is. And, I just asked him, I says, where'd you get your information? Where are you getting your information from? I'm like, well, I saw a news article. It's almost like when somebody sits down. I don't know if you all have a friend like this, and I'm going to try not to be too mean, but I got a friend like this. I feel like everybody's got this friend. Everybody's got this friend that doesn't have a job, probably lives with their parents, and really doesn't have their life together, but somehow they could tell you within 10 minutes how to fix all the problems, all the geopolitical problems in the world. They can, man, I know what's going on. And it's like, you can't even sort yourself out. So I always find it entertaining when I hear somebody who doesn't do this and hasn't done it, doesn't do it for a living and then hasn't done it ever, try to tell me because they read a news article somewhere or they were told something that's the truth. And I don't know what I'm talking about when I experience this every day. I tell you, when a plumber comes into my house because I have a leak, I don't sit over his shoulder and try to explain to him or her, what they're doing wrong. They're a plumber. I'm not. That's why I called them. So it's interesting. I basically broke it down like this. This is a situation. Johnny has an orange. Johnny bought the orange for a nickel. Okay. And there's 10 other kids around Johnny that want the orange because it turns out none of them have an orange. If Johnny's the only person that has an orange, and then how much is the orange worth? Well, it's quick to say, well, it's only worth a nickel. It depends on what those kids want to pay for that orange. If 10 other kids want that orange and Johnny's got the only one, guess what? Johnny, if he's smart, if he's an entrepreneur, he's gonna, or even just somebody that wants to make his nickel and probably go out and buy 3 or 4 more oranges. Now we get into what investing is. buy and hold properties, etc. But he's going to try to get the most money possible for that orange. That's what's going to happen as interest rates start to go down. I don't want to say they're going to die, but as they start to go down in a very nice, good clip this year, it's going to start driving prices up. People are going to start scrambling. They already are. And it's going to be a fantastic 2024. So what does that mean? Right now is the time. When you talk about buyers, whether you're running lead systems, and I'm going to do inbound leads, pay to play type stuff, pay per click, which I will do a video on the most up to date stuff. I have an old one and it still gets a ton of views. But however you're coming up on your leads, whatever your lead source is, you should be stacking people right now because people are starting to ask the questions. You should be educating, teach, coach, and mentor your sphere of influence, teach, coach, and mentor the people that are on your social media, teach, coach, and mentor the people that are thinking about buying or selling a home, and start telling them some of these truths. Interest rates are going down. It's going to create X. We actually already experienced it. You probably remember seeing it in the news. It's going to happen again. Do you want to get on the boat or miss the boat? And it's wild when you hear somebody and they go, well, I'm going to wait until the market crashes. It ain't this year. So you can stay up in that 2-bedroom apartment for another year. And then whenever you do come out of there and you want to try again, it's whatever house you're looking at is probably going to be worth an extra $100,000+ with the same interest rates. But that's where you got to teach, coach, and mentor. So this is what I'm getting at. You got to get out there right now. That's why I'm here. You got to work. You've got to work. And I personally like to work from the mindset and just the emotional space of I genuinely am here to help people close a chapter and open a chapter, end a chapter, start a chapter. That's really what we do. Each person, it really is personal to them. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, different markets, or even here in some areas, it's not $100,000, but to them, it's like $1 million. It's a very big deal. It's an extremely emotional, and if you're not emotionally connected to that, and you're just, and I hear it, well, I'm going to get a deal. There's more to it. So I think if you come from a space of genuinely wanting to help people start chapters, close chapters, and guide them through teaching, coaching, and mentoring, right now is a great opportunity to do that. So you could start building that rapport with these individuals. So when they're ready to buy, which are going to be here soon, they can do it, and you're going to have another client that you can really get to the finish line. Other one, big one, man, I'll tell you, pre-approved. Get your people pre-approved. Get them pre-approved for a loan. It's a great way of, I don't want to use because it's the word I was thinking in my head is kind of negative, but I'll say it and then I'll explain what I mean. So it's a great way to kind of lock them in. And what I mean by that, I always say people are going to pick the agent that they've the first or second agent they've been exposed to. Once they start thinking about buying or selling a home. So if you're taking the time to genuinely, from a genuine place in your heart, teach, coach, and mentor these people that are out there, and express your experience off of them. Hold on one second. What's up? Somebody's knocking on my door. Express to them the benefits. I really think that's a great opportunity once you actually get them that approval to bring them in and make it real. Right? So all they've been doing is thinking about it. But once they get pre-approved, it kind of opens up a lot of lights for them. They go, oh, wow, I can afford a house that's $400,000, $500,000, $800,000. Here's what my monthly payments could look like based off of that. Okay, well, this is what I had somebody yesterday. This is what I'm paying $4,000 a month in rent. Over here, I pay $41,000, and I can get my own house and then talk about the equity that grows from that year over year. Why don't I just do that? So it kind of locks them into that mindset of moving forward to purchase a home. And then if you're teaching, coaching, and mentoring, they're going to do that with you. So yeah, right now is the time. Get to freaking work. Start pushing. If you're still on vacation, you know what? Pack it up. Pack it up. You're going to miss the boat. I would hate for you to miss the boat because you're taking it too easy. That's all I got right now. I'm going to be doing, I don't know, probably 3 videos per week. I will eventually talk about why I sort of stopped for a year. Major changes took place, and that's going to be a fun one to discuss. You can look me up as always, Kris McCullough, KSA Kris, either way. And that's all I got. Appreciate you. Have a good one.